the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to the beginning of my 30-day declutter challenge. For 30 days, I picked a new spot in my house that needed to be more organized and, most importantly, decluttered. I decluttered over 1,000 items. I wish that I counted the items, but honestly, there was just so much that had to be decluttered, and I was just trying to get it done so that I could get back to doing the things that I love, which, by the way, isn't cleaning. Just a little background: with most of the areas, I chose to do the Konmari method of cleaning, which, for those of you who aren't familiar with that, the Konmari method encourages decluttering by category, not by location. So you bring everything out of the area you are cleaning and you try to keep only those things that spark joy in you and make you happy. I also always try to clean using the Swedish death cleaning method, which is a little bit more extreme, where you declutter things so that when you pass away, you don't burden your family with a bunch of useless stuff that they may feel like they need to keep. Usually it's not recommended to start this type of cleaning until you're about 65 years old, but I just really like the concept of it. It helps me look at things in a new light, especially when I'm decluttering. It makes me ask myself, if I was to pass away tomorrow, is this item really that important? And usually the answer is no. So it really helps me really figure out just how sentimental an item really is. But if you are joining me in this 30-day declutter challenge, which I really hope you are, it really doesn't matter which cleaning method you would prefer to use, as long as you are getting in there, decluttering, organizing, and cleaning up your space. It is going to make a huge difference regardless of which cleaning method you use. Just feel free to use the one that is going to work best for you and your home. But as you can see here, I am starting day one on my bedside drawers. There is so much junk in these drawers. You could probably call this my junk drawer as well, because we don't really have one of those in the kitchen like I suppose most people would. But I just have everything from hair ties to pens and pencils to blue tack, Velcro tabs, cards, puzzle books, crafts, some medication. I just have the most random stuff in this drawer. It's just basically a place for everything that doesn't really belong anywhere specifically in the house, but I'm trying to change that today. I'm trying to go through this, throw out a bunch of stuff that just isn't used anymore or is just old and worn out, like sticky notes and things like that. And I'm just trying to really cut this drawer down by at least 50%. Now, as you guys know, I've been talking about this 30-day declutter challenge for a little while now, and I am so excited to be finally getting it done. We are only on day one, but I just think this is going to make such a huge difference for the house and for my mental health.
Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the...
So here we just have all of the rubbish that all just needs to go in the recycle. Basically, I have a little pile here of hair things that need to go in the bathroom. My heat packs, they definitely need to go back in the drawer. And all of these like electronics and things, I think that I'm going to find a new place for those. And this pile here, most of it is going back in the drawer as well. So I still feel like I've cut it down by over 50%. I'm happy with day one. I'm going to go ahead and put everything where it belongs now and throw all this rubbish out, and then I'm going to reorganize my bedside drawer now that it has been all decluttered.
Start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight.
Day 2, and I have decided to declutter my closet. This needs a major declutter. I want to get rid of at least 50% of what's in here as well. I want to fill 2 large bags of clothes and just donate them and get them out of this cupboard. I feel like I wear pretty much the same clothes every day. As a mum, I don't really go out that often. It's not really the stage of life that I'm in, so I just wear the basic black t-shirt, black leggings pretty much every day, and when it's cold I chuck a hoodie on. So I feel like a lot of this stuff is just sitting here for no reason, and it's all just taking up so much room. So just like I did on day 1, I'm taking everything out of this closet and I'm going to put it onto my bed so that I can really use the KonMari cleaning method and go through each item, and if it doesn't bring me joy, I really am just looking forward to donating it and having a lot more space in this wardrobe so that it is a lot more functional during the week when I'm trying to find outfits. I feel like if I have less, I might actually wear more, if that makes sense. I think that I'll probably be able to see what I've got and maybe try and wear something different on some days rather than just black on black. But anyways, I need to go through all those clothes, and I also have a bunch of papers and just junk on the floor in this cupboard as well that hasn't seen the light of day in a long time. So I want to declutter all of that, throw as much of that out as I can, and then give this wardrobe a bit of a deep clean as well.
Before we make this even worse, it's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does.
I do not remember the last time I saw this much carpet in the bottom of my wardrobe. I'm surprised it's actually still in pretty good condition with the way that I just throw things in here all the time. But finally I have a clean canvas to work with. I'm going to try my best not to fill this up with things again, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go through all of my clothes now and try my best to only return about 50% of those clothes back to the wardrobe. On top of not really wearing most of these clothes, I do have a few things in here still with tags on, and those things are pretty much definite donations because I haven't gone clothes shopping in such a long time. So I bought those clothes at least a couple years ago, and if they have still got the tag on them, then clearly I have not found a use for them. So I'm going to donate everything with tags on it, and also all those dresses that I keep because I think that I'll wear them one day when I feel better about myself and the way that I look, which is honestly just silly because when it comes down to it, they're all just excuses. If I'm not wearing them, I'm not wearing them. So I'm just going to be getting rid of them, donating them. I'll probably have a few things that will need to go straight to the bin, and there's probably, you know, 3 or 4 dresses that
are really sentimental to me, like my graduation dress and my baby shower dress. So there's a couple things, but I mean like 2 or 3 things that I am going to keep for keepsakes that I probably will never wear again. But other than that, I really just want to declutter as much as possible today so that I can have a more organized and functional wardrobe to work with.
It's 1 a.m. and I ain't tired. I can stand right here and talk all night if you want. I ain't got no place to be, no one's waiting for me. I won't lie, I'm into you. Got like a million ideas what we could do, cause I'm not gonna let you slip away. I won't waste this. There's something about the way you fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to...
So I've just finished decluttering majority of the wardrobe, and I've just gone and hung up those clothes that I am keeping for now. But now I just need to go through all of those clothes that were just thrown in on the floor of my wardrobe, what I would call my floordrobe. And a lot of these I just completely forgot that I had. So majority of these clothes are going to be donated because I just don't wear them anymore. As I said, I didn't even know they were there, so there's not much point keeping them. There's a few things that I'm throwing up on the bed that I am going to hang up and put back because they're like little treasures that I found amongst all of this junk and forgot that I had. But other than that, majority of this, yeah, I'll just donate it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish going through this pile. There's going to be a few things that I actually need to throw out, like my bags, because for some reason they are just completely falling apart. Like I'm touching the linings of them and they're just crumbling in my hands. I'm not sure why that's happened, but they need to go in the bin. They definitely, no one wants to pick them up from an op shop. They're just complete trash. So I'm going to throw them out and then go ahead, hang those last few items, and then collect all of the donation items in some bags ready to go to the op shop.
What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love? When you talk or listen close, there's just something about your voice. I think that every word you say to me is like poetry. I just want you for my own. It's really easy to tell that you're the best girl I've ever known. I'm not gonna waste this. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love? Fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love?
So we are finishing up day 2 of the 30-day declutter challenge, and I am so shocked that all of my hanging clothes fit on one bar at the moment, and the floor is just empty. I cannot even explain how happy this makes me. It is now day 3 of our 30-day declutter challenge, and today I am decluttering all of my jewelry and little knick-knack type of items. I did just recently get given this gold basket with a bunch of random jewelry in it for my daughter, and a lot of it she just didn't need, or, you know, it just seemed to be more clutter when at the moment I'm really just trying to get rid of clutter. So a lot of this stuff is pretty easy to get rid of. This jewelry is not sentimental to me. The boxes at the back are the wooden boxes. They're from my nan who has passed away, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of them. But when it comes to the actual jewelry, there is still a lot of jewelry here, especially what came out of the purple woven basket that I have kept for years, like since I was so young as a teenager. All the jewelry that I brought from those cheap jewelry stores, there's just so much in there that I just have been holding on to forever, and those things are a little more sentimental. They are going to be hard to get rid of, but I still decided to get rid of a lot of it because honestly I'm not really a jewelry person. I don't wear jewelry anymore. A lot of it I only wore sort of when I'd go out to the clubs and stuff with friends, but I just don't do that anymore. And a lot of it's like chunky jewelry that I just don't think is like the trend anymore, but I could be wrong there because again, my life doesn't consist of going out anymore, so I wouldn't even know what the trends are if I'm being honest. But also in here is just a lot of like shop membership cards to like the chemist, health shops, and like the zoo, time zone cards, things like that. A lot of them can be cut up and thrown out too now. So really, other than a few sentimental pieces of jewelry and those two wooden boxes at the back there, I'm pretty much going to be getting rid of everything here because yeah, I'm just not really a jewelry person. So this is going to clear up a lot of space in my wardrobe, which really makes me happy. In my case, I feel like jewelry is going to be one of the easiest things for me to declutter out of this whole 30-day declutter challenge. But I totally understand for anyone who is following along on this decluttering challenge that jewelry is probably going to be a hard one for you. You guys probably have really expensive jewelry or jewelry that is a lot more sentimental, and I totally understand that you probably will only be able to get rid of a few items, if any. But if you are anything like me and you have hoarded things from when you were much younger, then a lot of it probably is cheap like mine from those cheaper jewelry stores or even markdowns at Kmart and Target and things like that. So this might be the motivation you need to finally get rid of those things, but if not, I totally understand if this is a hard one for you to declutter. In my case though, it is definitely time for me to declutter and donate a lot of these items. So these couple boxes on the left here is what I'm going to be keeping, and then over here on the right is everything that is going to be donated, and I'll be throwing those little like gift boxes and stuff in the recycling bin. So I would say that day 3 I think we're on was a success.
I'm driving, you're smiling, just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you.
So we are on day 4 of our 30-day declutter challenge, and today is pajamas. I am going to be personally decluttering my pajamas by at least 50%. A lot of my pajamas I get as a gift for Mother's Day or my birthday, and a lot of the time they aren't my size, unfortunately. I really don't like throwing away gifts. It makes me feel really bad compared to if it's something I have purchased myself. But there really just comes a time where it's just got to go. You can't hold on to things forever, especially if they're not going to be used, and especially if you can donate it. If someone else can find joy out of something that is just sitting in your home, then I say why not? So I've been meaning to donate them for a while now. I just haven't got around to it, but what better time than during a 30-day declutter challenge? So today's the day I'm going to get in there and declutter and donate everything that doesn't fit me or that I just don't wear. So this pile here on the left is everything I'm going to be donating, and then this little pile here is what is going to be going back into my wardrobe.
On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you.
Okay, so today is day 5 of my 30-day declutter challenge, and today I decided to declutter my bathers. I feel like today's was really easy for a couple reasons. One, I'm not really a huge fan of the beach and swimming anyway, so I don't really need all of these options because I really just don't wear them. And the other reason being, other than a couple of these items, pretty much all of these bathers are from before I had kids, and my body has changed a lot since having kids, so the tops don't really fit that well anymore anyway. I probably wouldn't go out in public with those tops on anymore. So I think today I'm just going to pretty much declutter everything here, maybe keep a couple items, and if I do need to in the future, I will purchase maybe one-piece suit or something like that that's maybe a little bit more mum appropriate for the beach. But other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of all of these because you would not see me on the beach in a little string bikini anymore. I mean, I barely had the confidence for it when I was a teenager. I'm definitely not going to find the confidence for it now. So here is the pile that I'm going to be donating on the side here, and then this little pile here is everything that I'm going to be putting back in the drawer that I still possibly will wear on the odd occasion that I do get in the water. Today is day 6 of my 30-day declutter challenge, and today I am decluttering this hanging wardrobe thing that I wish that I never brought. This thing just collects dust, it collects things, it collects just everything it doesn't need to. I feel like sometimes storage is good, but sometimes having extra storage just becomes a junk station. So I'm taking this down today. I'm going to clean the top again. If you saw my huge major bedroom declutter, it was last year at some point. I can't remember when I uploaded that one, but this thing was caked with dust. And I mean, I haven't brung it down and cleaned it in a year, so I suppose this is a year's worth of dust, but still, it is just crazy how much accumulates in these wardrobes. So I am just giving this a good clean down before I take it over to my bed to take everything out of it, because I really just don't want this dust storm going around my room. But now that that is clean, I'm going to take everything out of it and put it on my bed. And the first thing out of this huge pile that I'm going to be donating is this hanging shelf, because it should never have been there in the first place, and I am just ready to get rid of it so that things just don't keep building up in it again, because I just want to declutter this house. I don't want to have spaces like this that can just be used for clutter. I want to become a little bit more of a minimalist, have a little bit less stuff in this house. I want to see empty spaces in this house. I don't know what it is about having an empty space, but it makes me happy.
You say that I'm crazy, it's just the way that I get every time that I am with you. Your laughter takes me to heaven. I just want to make you repeat it and repeat it again. Yeah, you make the sky so blue. No, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know. House brings out the hours. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole night long. Being with you is like being on the rodeo. House brings out the hours. I got a little crush on you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Hey, playing songs on
Okay, so at the moment, all these little piles of stuff that I have going on my bed are basically the things that I am keeping. I know it seems like a lot, but we will get to the donations and rubbish pile soon, which is pretty large too. But the reason I have put all this stuff in piles is because a lot of this stuff just does not belong in my bedroom, especially not in my wardrobe. So I've put them in piles so that I can take them to the places where they actually belong, like the cards belong in the game cupboard, the hats belong at the front door, the kids' stuff belongs in their room. I think there was a couple colouring books and even some birthday cards and things like that I need to go ahead and put in their keepsake box in their cupboard. So there was just a lot of things on that shelf that just didn't belong there, but somehow it all ends up in my bedroom. I don't know how, don't ask me, but that is what I'm doing here. I'm just going ahead and putting all of these things in the places where they belong before throwing out the rubbish and putting the donation pile into a bag so that I can add them to the pile of donation bags that I already have ready to go at the end of the week. I was going to take them at the end of every day, except I feel like because it's a 30-day challenge, that's going to end up being a lot. So I've decided that I'm going to take everything at the end of every week, just so that I'm not having to go every single night. But also I don't want to be leaving it longer than a week because the bags do pile up quickly, and I have a partner that does not like getting rid of things, so he will go through those bags and try to convince me to keep things. So I really just need to get them out of the house as soon as possible. So now that the hanging shelf is gone, this space is so empty. There is still a lot of like clutter down the bottom of this wardrobe, which I'm going to be doing in day 7 because a lot of this stuff again can just be decluttered. I don't wear a lot of these shoes anymore, but I just don't know what to do with this part of the wardrobe. I feel like I'm happy to leave it empty, but at the same time can't help but wonder, could I use it for something else? If you have any ideas for this space, please let me know in the comments down below. So we have hit day 7, as I said, of this 30-day declutter challenge, and I'm just going through these shoes that I said just before that I don't really wear anymore, but these cowboy boots have been my absolute favorite shoes for years. I brought these from the Deniliquin Ute Muster, which is just one of my favorite festivals to go to, and they just don't fit me anymore. Since I had kids, my feet have grown a size, and it just makes me so sad to be donating them, but I just feel like they really are something that's going to sit in the wardrobe forever and take up room, and it was just time to let go of them. But that really did make me so sad. I don't know if you saw my little pouty face when I put those in the donation pile, but yeah, it just shows that decluttering is not always easy, and if we were going by the Marie Kondo cleaning method there, I would have kept them because those boots bring me so much joy, except I think with this one I went more with the Swedish death cleaning method. They were never going to fit me again. It was sadly just time to get rid of them and clear up space in the wardrobe.
Maybe I was blind, known you forever while I tried to find someone that could be my great love. Right in front of me, I didn't realize you were my dream, so you took me by surprise. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be, and now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like oh yeah, when I give you every part of me.
Week 1 of my 30-day declutter challenge is complete. I'm so happy with how much I decluttered from my bedroom. We're moving on from my bedroom next week though, thank goodness. But for now, I'm going to take all these bags to the op shop and donate them so that we can be fresh and ready for day 8. Good morning, everyone. Today's day 8 of my 30-day declutter challenge, and I'm so ready to tackle our main bathroom. This wardrobe, this cupboard behind the mirror is just so cluttered and has so much stuff in it that just we don't even use, and it doesn't need to be there. Some of these things are expired as well. So I am just going through and pulling everything off these shelves. I'm going to give the shelves a clean today, and then I'm just going to put back the products that we still use. And I don't think that you can donate these things, especially because most of them are open. So I am just going to be putting all of the decluttered items today straight into the bin. I also have a ton of stuff in the bathroom drawers that need to be decluttered as well. But if I did all of this in one day, it just becomes such a huge job that I just don't want to do and I don't have time for on the daily. So I've split it into two. I'm doing this mirror cupboard first, and then I will get to the drawers tomorrow. One thing that I need to continuously remind myself when it comes to decluttering is to start small. Sometimes I look at these areas in my house that need to be decluttered and it just seems like such a huge job, and I just put it off for so long. So if you're like me and have a ton of bathroom products, go ahead and split the areas of your bathroom up into 5-minute tasks. Like if you have 3 drawers, do 1 drawer a day. It will get it done eventually, and it doesn't seem like such a huge task. Maybe if you're waiting for your moisturizer to dry before you put your makeup on or something, just go ahead and declutter 1 drawer or clean it out, and then put your makeup on, and it's just such a small task that way. It won't interfere with your day or your plans, and it will just slowly get your house back in order.
Curious, when did you know you had feelings for me? Maybe somehow we've always known that we have chemistry, but always chasing after someone else. So this took me by surprise. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah. Wanna give you every part of me. I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah.
It is day 9 of my 30-day declutter challenge, and I am back in the bathroom. It is time to tackle these drawers today, and not only do they need to be decluttered, but as you can see, this drawer is broken. This second drawer actually broke as well today, so I'm going to go ahead and fix both of those drawers, get them decluttered so that they are not overstuffed anymore, because I am pretty sure that that is why they are breaking in the first place.
Even in my wildest dreams, even in my wildest dreams. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah. Wanna give you every part of me. I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah.
Now that we have 2 completely empty and cleaned out drawers, it is time to sort out this disaster up here on the sink. I'm just going ahead and putting all of the hair ties and hair bows and everything of my daughters into this little pouch here, and then I've also got a bag of makeup in that gold pouch. But other than that, I am trying to declutter as much of this as possible. Things that I won't be keeping, I'm just throwing into the sink here, and I will pop all of that into a plastic bag at the end. For now though, I am just trying to go through everything and decide what I am keeping and what I will be decluttering. I don't know about you, but my hairbrushes need to be cleaned out, like deep cleaned out every, I don't know, 3 months. This is probably not even that much hair on them at the moment. It is usually so thick that the bristles really can't be seen. So I'm getting on top of these a little earlier this time, which I am not complaining about, but I was just not putting these back into the drawer with hair in them, especially when I had just taken so long to vacuum out those drawers and wipe them out and everything. But now that they have been cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and get a bag for the rubbish. I'm going to throw all of that out, and then I'm going to give this sink a good wipe down.
Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Was fighting. At one point I would never thought that I would meet someone like you. This time it's all different. You got every little string.
So here are the drawers now. I know that 3 deodorants is probably a little excessive, except I have a very sensitive nose, so I do like to change my deodorants up quite often, because otherwise I just feel like they stink after a while. I don't know if that's normal, if that's just me, but anyways, the drawers are decluttered. I've managed to keep this cabinet decluttered as well. I only added, I think, 2 things to this cabinet from the drawers, so everything is still super decluttered and I'm happy with how much I got rid of. So we have hit day 10 today of my 30-day declutter challenge, and today I have decided to clean and declutter my cleaning products. A few of these bottles, as you can see, are basically empty, and honestly, I've been using vinegar on my floors and in my bathroom and just hot soapy water on the bench tops and things a lot lately, so I really haven't looked through this cleaning cabinet in quite a long time, so I'm not really sure what's in here. But it actually turned out to be a good thing because I really don't use this stuff. I was able to get rid of quite a bit of the rubbish and products on this shelf, which just made it a lot more easier to grab things that I need when I need them.
The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like, my, my, my. You got me like, my, my, my. There's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like, my, my, my. Like, oh my God.
If you are still here and watching today's decluttering video, know that I appreciate you so, so much. I still have like 20 more days to go of my 30-day declutter challenge, but this video is already 40 minutes long. So I thought I would break this challenge up into like a 2 or 3 part series. So that way, if you did want to join in on this 30-day declutter challenge, then you could. It would give you plenty of time to catch up between videos. But that is all for today's cleaning video. If you want to see the rest of my declutter challenge, be sure to subscribe before you go today, and make sure you have your bell notifications turned on to all so that you are notified when my next video comes out. But until then, stay safe and happy, and I will see you back here again really soon with a brand new video.
Different you You got every little string on me.